Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making foil figures. So as you can see here, I have a figure of a human body that's in the shape of an action pose. Kind of looks like he's lunging or he's stretching, and you are going to make your own out of foil. So we are going to start with a piece of foil, a ruler, a Sharpie or marker, and some glue. If you want glue, that's optional. So we have a piece of foil here that's about 1 foot long, but you could make it a little bit longer if you'd like. And we are going to label all the areas on our foil that we are going to cut. So I have a blank piece of foil. It's a little bit longer than my previous piece of foil, but that's okay. It'll just be a little bit taller. And I'm going to start on the bottom of my page. Right here you can see I've split up my piece of foil into all the parts of the human body. So I have my 2 legs, my 2 arms, my head, and our torso or waist. First, we'll start with the legs. I'm just taking my Sharpie. If you have a ruler, you can use that. And I'm measuring it about 4 or 5 inches. I'm going to do 4 inches. In the middle of my foil. So as you can see, it splits my foil into 2 equal halves. At the top of my foil, I need to split my foil into 3 separate sections, so thirds. So I'm going to mark it before I make my lines. So I have 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. And again, I'm going to measure it down about 4 inches. These are the only lines you need on your paper. You just have 3 lines separating the legs, the arms, the head, and the torso. You don't need to draw anything else that I drew on here. I just drew it to show you which separate sections of the body there are. So all I'm going to do is take my scissors and cut along the lines that I just drew. It already starts to look like a body. It kind of looks like a Lego figure where we have a square head and all different square arms and legs. So the first step is we'll start with our legs, and we have to be very gentle about squishing our foil so we don't squish it into a small tiny ball. So I'm just going to take 1 leg and pinch or roll it. You can see it's pinching already a lot, into the shape of our human leg. Oh, it's not going to be perfect, but you can see it's already taking shape. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to pinch it so you already see we have a set of legs. We're going to slowly work our way up, and I am going to pinch in my waist a tiny bit. So I'm pinching in the torso and working my way up. I'm going to do one of the arms next. So the same thing. I'm just going to gently, slowly pinch my foil so it starts creating a human shape. And I'm going to move on to the other arm. I'm being very gentle. And lastly, I want to try to pinch my head into a ball type shape, not just a long cylinder. So I might just fold it over and try to create a little bit more of an oval shape to represent the head. And from here, you can work with your figure and make it do all sorts of movements. So we will do this slowly so we don't bend it in all crazy directions, but it kind of right now looks like it's doing a jumping jack. I might want to give it some feet, maybe some hands. I could make it doing a ballet stance, and I could have it putting its leg up. I could make it doing a lunge. I can make it shooting a basketball. I can do anything I want with my figure. And once I know what sort of shape I want my figure to be in, you have the option to glue it onto a piece of cardboard. So this is important where our figure has feet. So as you can see, I bent my feet out a little bit to help it stick better to our cardboard. So I have my piece of cardboard right here. And all I'm going to do is take my glue and put a tiny bit, on each foot as soon as I know how I want my foil to be shaped. And I'm going to press it down on my cardboard. I'm gonna hold this down for 20 seconds because I wanna make sure that it's nice and sturdy. So not just 5 or 10 seconds, I need to hold it down for the full 20 and make sure my piece is stuck. Once you are done holding it down, you have your foil figure. And if you want to move it around a little bit more while it's on this, you could have it lean back. Whoops. You have to be careful. Once it's glued down, you could have your foil figure lean back like he's dancing. You could really have him do whatever you want. And if you wanted, you could create more than one foil figure. You can create a small and a big one and put them in an action pose.